What's up, guys? Thank you for watching another episode of Project Upgrade. What I got for you guys today is a little how to shoot people off the break. So in paintball, one of the fundamental things we do is when the game starts, we try to eliminate players off the break. So for those of you guys that know, that's called laning. So I'm gonna just show you a few tips on how to perfect your laning so you can shoot people when the game starts. So first things first is feet work. So I wanna show you guys, when I start the game, I like to keep 1 foot completely straight with the starting gate and 1 point forward, pointing where I wanna shoot. Because this foot is what's gonna allow me to aim, and then at the same time when I swing my body with my gun, so as I bring my gun over, I'm gonna be perfectly stable in an athletic stance with my shoulders and my knees apart and in the same length. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my gun pointed straight down, but a few seconds before the game, I'm gonna wind up my gun. So I'm gonna kind of get my muscle memory going on where I'm bringing it. So right when that game starts, I know exactly where to bring my gun, and then my right foot, depending on which side you're shooting, follows, so I'm in an athletic stance and I'm shooting and my gun's stable. So this type of footwork is what's very key, and you want to work on this footwork because in the beginning it is a little bit difficult, but once you get it down and you get that muscle memory, it's just swinging your hips, and then your gun is always stable, and that's the most important thing. Part 2 of shooting people off the break is you never ever want to chase a player. We're shooting a paintball gun. You gotta always imagine that they're gonna run into your paint, and you have to always take in consideration that you gotta make sure you're shooting a lane that you think they're gonna run into. So what I like to do is look down the field. When I look down the field, I see a gap. And when I see that gap, that is the gap I'm gonna shoot, because I know the player on the opposing team is gonna run through that gap. So I bring my gun up, 3, 2, 1, game on, I shoot the gap. The minute I see that player either get eliminated or slide through the gap and I miss him, I'm instantly shooting on the right side of the bunker, waiting for him to make the bump, so maybe I catch him on the secondary move. So that's part 2. Part 3 of shooting off the break is you wanna make sure you always look for your blind shots. Now your blind shots are what you're gonna be able to do is shoot a player without actually seeing him. So when you see bunkers down the field that you could shoot over or to the side of that you know is in a gap or field that a player has to run through, we're gonna blind shoot into that gap. So what I do is I tend to blind shoot over the pins and the center bunkers, and sometimes even through the W, which most of you guys play in tournaments, and I just bring my gun straight up and I shoot into the gap as many times as I can till I either see the player get eliminated or I see the player make his spot. When a player, after he makes his spot, that's when then you can adjust to figure out how you can now eliminate him if you missed him or if you shot him. That's Bear Degidio. Thank you for watching Project Upgrade on how to shoot a person off the break.